So hi everyone, hi students. This is lesson 3, Form 1 class recording. So today we would look into working with mixed operations. Okay, now you would have learned in standard 6 what's mixed operations, where you have addition, subtraction, multiplication and division all coming in together. And sometimes you have even what we call as the brackets. And in standard 6, you would have also learned something called BODMAS, okay, BODMAS. And now that you are in Form 1, okay, or you're going to go to Form 1, later you will learn something called index, okay, indices. So you will learn about this. This will come in much later, but not to worry now, okay? Now you need to only learn that if you see brackets, you do them first. Okay, this is called the order of operations. When we have numbers mixed up like that, okay, we don't simply do everything just from left to right. This is left and this is right, okay? Of course, we start at the left and we go to the right, okay? Okay, all right. So we have to start with doing or by doing whatever that's in the brackets. Always the brackets come first. And then as you go on later, you will see that you will need to do your indexes next. But as of now, you don't have to worry about it. Your questions, although there is, we will skip it for the moment. Then you will see you will need to do your division and multiplication. Can you see they are in the same color? They're in the same color because they are in the same level. In other words, if you see a multiplication first and then you see a division, what must you do? You do the multiplication first because it comes on the left first, and then you follow it by the division. If you see a division first and then a multiplication, because they're in the same category, yes, you do the division first, then only you do the multiplication. You follow this second rule, the one that says from left to right. That's why both of them, the division and the multiplication, are in the same color code. I call this, like, for example, secondary school, primary school, university. Okay, very important. All right. So the next part or the last part that you need to do, rather, is the addition or the subtraction. Remember, they are in the same level, which means if you see an addition first, followed by a subtraction, you follow. Do the addition followed by the subtraction. But if you see a subtraction first, followed by an addition, remember they are of the same level. So do the subtraction first and then the addition. This is all you need to know about these principles of BODMAS or BIDMAS, okay, as some call it. We are not going to work out the answers here. We rather want to see which one must we do first. Okay, so over here, the questions on your right, I would just want you to be able to tell me which one comes first. So you see here, the first one, A. You already have brackets. You have a multiplication, you have a division. Okay, but the rule says that brackets have to be done first. So like it or not, you do whatever the question is in the bracket. Take your answer and then only you divide by 100. Got it? Over here, there is a multiplication followed by a division. So which one must we do? You do the multiplication first and then only you get your answer and you do the division part. Do you understand, guys? Okay. So on your side, all you need to do is figure out which one you're supposed to do. Oh my gosh, Krish is coming in and out. Okay. Maybe his computer is a bit lagging or what. Anyways, if you look at the rules, it says indexes, right? So if you look at this, this is, I believe this is an addition, this is a subtraction, and there is an index here. This is an index form. So you got to do this first, and then the addition, and then finally subtract 81 with your answer. Got it? D, which one do we do first? The brackets. 43 times 4 has to be done first. Then take 583 minus that. So that is how you do this order of operations. Today's lesson, okay, we will explore this concept of order of operations into negative numbers. That's what we are going to do today. Okay, so let's look at our questions today here. Now, It may look confusing, but don't worry. Take it slowly, okay? So let's read this question first. Whatever is in this bracket is written like this because it shows it's a negative number. There is no operation inside this bracket. Look at this bracket, the one on the one on the other side, question 2. This shows that there is an operation. You must do 2 minus 5 first. However, this one, this negative 10 is just a negative 10. They just put a bracket because it's a negative number. So you must learn how to recognize which is an operation and which is just a negative number. So in this case, where is the operation? The operation is here, division. And then there is a subtraction. You must know how to recognize. This is a negative. This is a negative, but this is a subtraction. So how do I do this? I rewrite my question. Negative 70 divide by negative 10, of course. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. And then you minus 4. In other words, division has to be done first. And negative divide by negative. What did you learn about two negatives joining together? Positive. It makes a positive. So, and now you work with the number part. What is 70 divide by 10?
7.
7. So now you have worked with this part of the equation. Now you continue writing the other part. So now you have positive 7 minus 4, which is 7 minus 4. Answer is 3. Okay, let's do more questions. Okay, so on your side, what you do is you just try to follow first. Okay, understand. All right, and copy it down. Okay, negative 70 divide by negative 10. To show this is a negative 10 and not a subtraction, that's why people use a bracket. I can also use a bracket here, you know, like this. So negative divide by negative, you get positive. 70 divide by 10, I get 7. So put in your equals properly. And that's how you answer the whole question. Now let's go to number 2. I will do a couple of questions, then you try on your own. Okay. Over here, what do we see? We see a bracket, right? 2 minus 5, which means that has to be done first. Then we see division, and then we see multiplication. So let's figure out what's inside the bracket first. Copy everything else. In other words, copy your question 6, divide by, copy. And what is your answer for 2 minus 5, guys?
Negative 3.
Very good. So now you'll have negative 3. You put your bracket. And then you're going to multiply it with 2. Now, you have done the bracket. The next thing is to do division and multiplication, which is, since division comes first, you do division first. Now, this 6 is a positive 6. This 3 is a negative 3. So what happens with positive and negative together? Your answer would be a
negative.
Negative. And what is the answer for 6 divided by 3?
3.
3. 2.
Wait. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Okay. All right. So your answer for 6 divided by negative 3 will be negative 2. And then you don't forget, you still have this times 2 to be done. And again, ask yourself, this is negative, this is positive. So your answer is going to be
Negative.
negative. And what is, yes, that's right. 2 times 2 would be 4. It's not that difficult now, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, we do more questions. Okay, let's go to, I hope you guys have seen that or copied that down on your notes. Okay, now very important in maths is actually how you write it out. You cannot skip all these, you know. You don't skip. Please don't skip all these. Don't try to do this in the brains. Okay, there is a reason why the paper and the pencil and the pen was invented, to help us see things. Okay, so write it out. Honestly, let me tell you, this is not a 2 marks question. I would think this is, every question is a 2 marks. So when the teacher wants to mark your work, trust me, you get your 1 mark here, you know, for doing this calculation out, and only your answer begets another 1 mark. So don't skip any of these parts. They are important. All your working process is so important in maths, and excuse me, more importantly, it has to be organized, systematic. Nobody likes to see a messy house. So your teacher, most importantly, the person marking your work, don't want to see a messy job. Make them, it's not just for them that you're doing this, you're doing for yourself. When you train your mind to answer like this, you are training your brains to be very systematic. Okay, so enough of that lecture. We're going to clear this now and move on to the next question. Question 3 and 4.
Third slide, please.
Oopsie, you want me to show you the answers again?
Yes.
Oops, okay, there you go. Don't worry, I have this lesson is being recorded, Krish. You can always see this in the recording, okay? All right, let's move on. So now we go to question 3 and 4 on, I think this is page 4, okay? So look here, guys. Let's learn first how to read the question. Identify which is negative number and which is subtraction, okay? So negative 15, this is a negative number, plus 3, this is a bracket here. So this has to be done first. Now there is a division, there is a subtraction, and of a negative 6. So obviously bracket must do first, followed by the division, followed by the subtraction. It's like almost in order. So what do? I do the brackets first. What is negative 15 plus 3, guys? What is the answer?
Negative 18.
Negative 18.
No, negative 15. You're going to go up a bit. You're going to go up positive 3.
Oh,
It's negative 15 plus 3.
Negative 12.
It's balloons. You're going to go up the lift. So where would you go?
Negative 2.
That's right. Negative 12.
Sorry. Negative 12.
Okay. So this is your negative 12. This is your answer for the bracket. Divide by 4. Continue writing it. And minus with negative 6. Never mind. Leave it first. Don't kachau it. Okay. Because we want to do this last. Now we work with the division. You have a negative number and you're having a positive 4. So your answer is automatically negative. Now, what is 12 divided by 4?
Negative 3.
Yes, 12 divided by 4 is 3. I already put the negative there. Okay, now minus negative 6. You still continue writing this. Copy. Okay, now we work on the last part. So you have negative 3 here. And you have negative, and negative means now you're going to have positive. Am I right? And
Yes.
6 will come in. So what is the answer for negative 3 plus 6?
Negative
No.
9.
Remember, negative means you are using the what you call the weights. You are down. And you are going to go up. 6.
Positive
Where do
9.
you reach?
Positive 9.
Why go to 9? You see, remember, hi guys, this is, okay, this is your negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. You're only going to go up 6, right? 1, 2, 3,
Negative
4, 5, 6. So where are you now? You are at positive 3. That is why, so that you don't get confused, you must do the quizzes that I had sent earlier. You must try to really master your simple negative positive movements. Have you all finished the module? One more thing before I forget. I will send a Google form in which I would like you to take a snapshot of all your pages and upload it so that I can see you have done your work. Okay? I will do this by end of this week. I will send the link. Okay? So I would like to see, maybe every month once I will give you a link so that I can see your work. Okay, maybe 2 weeks should be good. Okay, so I will send soon a Google form in which you must take a snapshot, try to make it a clear picture and upload it. Your previous modules work. I will tell you what page. Okay, now let's get on. Let's do explore number 4 now. Now look at number 4. There is a bracket already. There is an addition and there is a multiplication. This is a negative 5. So what do? I must work with my bracket, but my bracket is at the end. So I copy. I don't do anything yet. I keep my negative 5. I will still write plus 4. and I will still write that multiplication symbol and I will work with my bracket. That is your first step. So what is -2 plus 7, guys?
5.
5, positive 5. Do you understand? Okay, now in our equation, we have an addition and we have a multiplication. Which one should we do?
Multiplication.
Yes, we got to do the multiplication. So that means that, and this is a positive times a positive number. So keep your -5, okay, plus with, what is the answer for 4 times 5? 20. Good. Now you are at -5. You are below 0. You are -5. You're below the ocean 5. And you're going to go up 20. Don't forget, you go -5 and you reach 0. After that, where are you now?
15.
15. That's right. Got it? Do you understand now? Okay. So this is how mixed operation merges with positive and negative integers, trying to make your life a little difficult. But if you know those tricks, how to work them out, how to write it out, you will be fine. Okay, most important here, guys, why do you think I give only 2 questions on a page? That's because I want you to have that training to write them out right. Okay, it's not, if not, I would have given 10 questions on 1 page and be done. The reason I give only 2 questions here like this is for you to really write it out large and huge and big so that it gets into your brains. Okay, clear. Let's move on. 2 more questions I will do, okay, to explain. All right, let's look here. What do we have? Do we have any brackets? No, this is completely a negative number. There are no brackets to work. However, we have multiplication, we have addition, we have division. Which one should we do first?
Left side.
Come again?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. We don't worry. Remember I told you just now, multiplication and division is in the same group. So if multiplication comes first, you do multiplication first. Now, what is 5 times -2, guys?
10.
Nah, it's -10. Be careful. Now I'm not going to remind you. You got to know your positive, negative properly already. It's -10. Continue with the question. Plus 14 divide by 2. So the next thing we're going to do is 14 divide by 2. We're not going to do the addition yet. So you're going to keep your -10 and answer what is 14 divided by 2. Apparently both of these are
7.
positive numbers. Yes, so plus with 7. So if you are at -10, right at the bottom of the C, you're going to add 7. You're going to try to go up. Where will you reach now?
-3.
Very good. -3. That's right. Always remember the ocean at 0 level, below ocean as negative, above the ocean as positive. You can remember that way, or you can remember one of the first lessons we learned was the balloons and the weights. Remember that? Okay, so let's move on. Again, there is no brackets here per se to work on, except that this is a negative number. That's all. This is a division, this is a subtraction, and this is a multiplication. So what do we do first, guys?
Divide.
Do we do division or multiplication? Yes, thank you very much. So negative divide by negative. What are we going to get now?
Positive 4.
Positive. Okay. 20 divided by 5, 4. So it's positive 4. You just write 4. 4 minus 6 times 2. All right. So now we do the multiplication part. So you write your equals. 4 minus, what is 6
12.
times 2? 12. Now, if you skip any of these parts and you try to, to skip it and do it in your brains, sometimes, in fact, most of the times, you may get it wrong. So do try to follow the steps. Now, what is 4 minus 12, guys?
-8.
Very good. -8. Okay. Now, it's time for you. I've done 6 examples. Okay. It's time for you to do some and show me your work. All right. Before that, let me see. Hold on. Okay. Did I do this? I did this. I did. Oh, I did this. All right. Good. Haha. Now the question is a bit more complicated, isn't it? On the next page. Now, what do you think? Okay, never mind. I will do number 7 and then you all do number 8. Okay. Now it looks a little bit funny already. Now, what do you think this line represents, guys?
Divide.
Divide, exactly. It's division. In other words, if I were to rewrite this, okay, 8 minus -4 divide by 3 plus -6. Okay, there is something here that you will need to understand, okay? When a question is given like this, okay, follow the format that they have given. You don't try to change the format, okay? What do I mean by that? What I mean is leave it in that form. In other words, leave your answer with a line. You understand? So you only work the top part out. So what is 8 minus -4? It's 8
12.
plus 4. What will be your answer? 12. And what is 3 plus, yes?
What? My 8 minus -4 becomes 4 because 8 is -4 is going down.
No, 8 minus -4 means if you are, let's say you're at +8, okay? You're going to take away weights. You remember the weights and the balloons? Example? So you are having eight balloons, okay? So you are floating up high, 8, okay? Here it's 0. But you're going to take away 4 weights. So whatever is going to pull you down 4, it's going to now go away from you, which means that is why you move up. And that is why 8, this negative and negative combines to become positive, and you plus with 4. It becomes 8 plus 4. In other words, you will go to 12. The idea is you're having something and you're taking away weights from you, making you lighter, making you go up. Do you understand that part, Krish?
Now I fully understand.
Okay, that's good. So let's move on with our example. What is the second part of it? 3 plus -6. Now, this 2, when it opens up, it's going to be minus. So what is your answer down here?
-3.
-2. Okay, now you try to solve this. What is 12? This is a positive 12. You're going to divide with -2. What are you going to get here? Negative. Okay? Correct. That's -6. Yes.
The bottom number is -3, not -2.
Oh, sorry. That's right. Yes, -3 here. Okay. So 12 divided by 3. I'm sorry, that was a mistake there. Okay, so yeah, that's right. Okay. This is -3. So 12 divided by 3 would be 4. And since it's a positive divided by negative, -4 is your answer. In other words, what's happening here is you have got to treat whatever above the fractions, above the equation, okay, as one whole first. You do the upper part, then figure out the lower part, and then only combine and do both. Okay? Now, what is -4 minus 5?
9.
Come on, guys.
9.
9.
Is it 9?
-9.
Yes, it's a -9. Okay, so that's the top part of the equation. Now, what is 1 minus -2? Something like this question. Open up.
1 plus 2.
3.
3, correct? And now, negative divide by positive. Your answer is going to be negative. 9 divided by 3?
-3.
3. Can do now? So just now your face went all like that. So now you see it's not that difficult. Kan? Boleh buat? Can I have a thumbs up if you guys can understand what is happening? Very true. I got blur.com. All right, okay. So let's move on for you to try, okay? So long already I bercakap. Okay. You try now. I'm going to stop the recording as I think this is enough. Hold on, guys. All right. So we are now at question 11, okay, where we see a couple of different types of brackets. So guys, as I told you, a bracket has to have something that opens and closes, and there are 3 different types of brackets. Some is like a C, looking like a C like that. Then that's like this one. Okay, can you see -7, -9? And like in the earlier examples, you'd see a normal bracket. You're very used to seeing this. You will find there exists another 2 more types of brackets. It's like a straight line, very much like this. See if you can find it in your keyboard or in your phone sometimes. And sometimes they have this curvy little thingy like this, okay? And that's also known as a bracket. Now, what you see here is the negative numbers are written in this bracket, and there is a bracket that opens up here and closes over here, which means this whole thing exists inside one bracket, and it must be done first. Brackets always take the first place in an order of operation. So how do you do this first? Why you want to be confused? It's not confused. Remember, I say it again. There are many types of bracket fashions, okay? So this -7 here is written in this type of a bracket. This is a -9. It's written in this bracket. But you see this curvy kind of bracket, it starts here and it ends here, which means, Tristan, this whole thing is one thing you have to do first. Okay, and then the operation you have outside the bracket is divide by -8, whatever you get later. So how do you do this? Okay, I'm going to erase all this now. Look, we have got to work what is inside this bracket first. In other words, -7 plus, okay, I'm going to work it out. So it's not going to be plus. -7 plus -9 means -9. Okay, and then followed by a -8. This is what this little bracket is asking us to do first. And then divide with -8. Write it out if you need to. Okay, put an equals. This one I can erase. All right, let's continue. Now let's work out what is this. You are at -7. You go down 9. Where are you reaching? -16. You go down some more 8. Where are you reaching? What is -7? Go down 9. It's -16. You go down some more 8. Where will you reach, guys? That's right, -24. So your answer to this bracket is, this whole thing is -24. Do you understand? You are at -7. You go down 9. So you will reach -16. You go down some more, another 8. So you will reach -24. You are adding. Remember your skill of adding negative numbers? Now you have your answer here. Now you continue. Divide by -8. Of course, this is a bracket. Negative divided by negative will surely give you a positive answer, and 24 divided by 8 will give you 3. And that's absolutely right, reader. Do you understand now? Your skill here is practically working with the brackets. That's all it is. Recognizing where the brackets are. Now look at this question, number 12. You see 2 pairs of brackets. One bracket is over here, a beautiful bracket over here. Another bracket is over here. So as the rule says, work on your brackets first. So guys, what is -8 plus 2? Come on, put in the chat. -8 plus 2. Work this out. -8 plus 2.
-6.
Very good. So -6. This is your first bracket. You got your answer. Multiplied with, what is the second bracket? 5 divided by -5. What do you get?
-1.
Very good. -1. Okay. This is 5 divided by -5. So you get a negative answer. 5 divided by 5 is 1. End of the day, guys. Negative times negative is going to be positive. And your answer 6 times 1 is going to be 6. Tristan, Why you get negative 6 when this is negative times negative? You see that? The play of the numbers, okay? Here you have negative numbers, you have brackets, you have bottomers. Okay, it's really testing your brains. I agree. But slowly lah. Slowly and surely you can definitely do it. Got it? Okay. Clear, clear, clear. Okay, I'm going to go do 2 more questions. Then we will wrap it up. I will leave you to do the next few. Look, all this is a play of negatives. I really don't know this one. It could be just a 4 here. No, sorry, maybe it's negative 4, guys. Change this question here. Okay, all of you, let's look at page 10. Okay, skip to page 10. Okay, let's do this question. Hold on. Okay, 4 plus negative 4. Was there a 0 earlier, guys? So you change it, please. Change it to this. Okay, let's work out this calculation and see. Okay. Now, first of all, learn to identify which one must we do first. Okay. So I'm doing question 16. Okay. You have 8. Divide by 7 minus 9, which is in a bracket. Multiply by a bracket in which 4 plus negative 4. Eesh. Okay. All right. Can be done. Hold on. Okay. So 4 plus negative 4, okay, is inside one bracket here. Can you see this? So you do this first. All right. Never mind. You just write 8 divide by, what is 7 minus 9, guys? It's negative 2. Negative 2. Multiplied by 4 plus negative 4. What's your answer? 0. Kan? Okay, anything going to multiply with 0 is going to give you a 0. But for bottomless sake, we are going to do the division first. So what is 8 divided by negative 2? It's negative 4 times 0. And anything times with 0 is going to give you a 0. Do you understand working with zeros here?
Yes.
Where is that question you're telling me, Gloria? Which question is that?
Teacher, 817.
17, is it? Gloria, which question is that, Gloria? 17. Okay, let's do the 17 now, okay? I'll do one last question. Okay, here I don't understand like how it goes like negative and positive, like the negative and positive. I also don't understand what you're asking actually. How it goes like negative and like the negative and positive. Can you unmute yourself and ask me, Gloria, or show me in something later? Okay. All right. Okay. So let's look at number 17. You see, got all the 3 brackets there. I think I invented this question. All right. You can see all the 3 different kind of bracket is also inside there. Okay. Remember the last bracket here is a negative 9. This is a division. Okay. It's all outside of this bracket. There is a bracket here and there is a bracket here. But there is a bracket inside a bracket. Oh, okay. There is a bracket. Can you see this curvy bracket inside another bracket? So let's do it. How? First, you copy. You go and attack the insidemost bracket. 2 plus 5 times. Who is controlling? Hold on. Somebody is playing the fool now. 2 plus 5, okay, times with, guys, this is the other bracket inside the bracket. Can you see this curvy bracket? Now, you tell me what is negative 2 minus negative 7. So this will become negative 2 plus 7. And what will be your answer here for inside this bracket?
5.
5, exactly. So that innermost bracket here becomes 5. And of course, you close this bracket. This is a bracket. Divide by negative 9. Now, copy. What is, okay, now you do bottomless again. 2 2 plus 5 times 5. Which one must you do? Addition or multiplication?
Multiplication.
Multiplication.
Multiplication. So what is 5 times 5?
25.
25.
25. What is 25 plus 2?
27.
27. I got it. Now 27 divide by -9. That's it. So positive divided by negative will be a negative answer. 27 divided by 9 would be 3. That's it. You see how easy it is? All you need to do is focus to the brackets. Work those brackets out. That's the training you learn here. Okay, that's the core of today's lesson. All right. So I leave the couple of rest of those questions for you to do. Which statement, Krish? Stop recording, okay?